Yo, what's going on, guys? And today, I wanted to talk about what to expect from the New Orleans Pelicans this year, and let's get right into it. So, I want to hear those beautiful comments. What do you think their record will be? I think they have the possibility of being a playoff team. I mean, I guess every team has the possibility of being a playoff team, but there are some obstacles in their way. I think at the very least, they'll be a high-end lottery team. I think they'll have a better record than last year and maybe miss the playoffs again, but I think they could make the playoffs because I believe Zion Williamson will have an MVP caliber season this year. So let me hear those thoughts down below, and let's get right into it. The biggest question is defense. With the loss of Steven Adams and Lonzo Ball, defense becomes obviously the biggest detriment to this team. And right now we can speculate a starting lineup of Jonas Valanciunas, Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram. At point guard, most likely Devontae Graham, and the shooting guard is questionable. Do you want to start Josh Hart at shooting guard, though he's more of a small forward, power forward, or do you want to start, Garrett Temple or Nickeil Alexander-Walker or Trey Murphy the third, or do you go Nanji Marshall, who's did pretty well during the summer league? So those are the questions right there. I think the biggest questions at shooting guard, because you look at the point guard position, and behind Devontae Graham, who's going to be the starter, they got good depth. They got the second fastest point guard in the league in Kira Lewis Jr., just behind De'Aaron Fox, and he's going to be phenomenal, and he's going to be so good in transition this year, and I really expect him to play a big role for this team and potentially fight for minutes to be their sixth man. Now, I believe Tomas Don Aronski will probably be the other backup point guard. He's more of a, he'll get you a steal game. He'll drop some shot. He's more of a pass first, play within the offense type guy. Not going to do anything too risky, but he isn't going to do anything that blows you out of the water. And then you go over the small forwards. Brandon Ingram being backed up by Herbert Jones, Didi Luzanda, and Nanji Marshall, and you probably will see some Josh Hart there as the primary backup to Brandon Ingram, but I also expect to see some lineups, maybe Zion at center and Josh Hart at power forward, or maybe we even see some minutes where, because look, Josh Hart has shown that he's a capable rebounder and he's a capable defender, so maybe they try to make him the the young modern day version of PJ Tucker, Jay Crowder, Blake Griffin, the Morris twins, what they're able to do. I know he's a little bit shorter. He's more on the PJ Tucker side of height, or, maybe play similar to Jae'Sean Tate role, where in certain lineups he is the five. And I could see that happening, especially that they paid him. I was surprised they brought him back. They have 16 guys on the roster, 3 guys off of it, if we just want to name the whole roster. Jonas Valanciunas, Jackson Hayes, Willie Hernan-Gomez, Zion Williamson, tell me if I say this correctly, Wenyen Gabriel, Devontae Graham, Kira Lewis Jr., Brandon Ingram, Nanji Marshall, Josh Hart, Tomas Don Aronski, Garrett Temple, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who's actually Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's cousin, Trey Murphy III, and then on the two ways they have James Nonali. Did I say that correctly? I feel terrible that I said it awful. Tell me down below. Jose Alvarado and Dante Holmes. So I expect the only guy right there, Jose Alvarado, he's a guy who came from Georgia Tech, and he's an older guy, so I think he could actually crack some minutes as a guard, because that's a position that they're weak at. And Jose Alvarado, he's an interesting player. He's 23, 6 foot, 180 pounds, and he was a 4-star recruit according to Rivals and ESPN. And he averaged, basically the past 2 years, 15. He's a 39% three-point shooter last year and 50% from the field. So he's capable, and he had 3 steals a game last year. He's a career 2.1 steals per game in his 4 years of college. So capable defender who could, he's a point guard. So, they already have 3 on the roster. I wonder if he would get minutes. Very questionable. I think that Brandon Ingram's going to have another similar year to this year. I think Brandon Ingram is at his peak. This is what Brandon Ingram is, and it's a good player. He's an all-star player, I think, but he's if he was ever going to be a championship player, he has to play the Chris Middleton role. That's the thing. He's the second or third star on a championship winning team. We got 2 seasons of about 24 points a game, 39% from three, about 5 to 6 rebounds a game, about 5 assists a game, a steal a game, and sometimes a block a game, you know? And it's not bad. It's good. It looks good. And I think this is his peak. I don't expect him to improve anything more than efficiency and maybe his rebounds and assists and steals and blocks go up. But point-wise, I think he's capped out. Zion, I think we're going to see Zion go into... I think the three-point shot will become a thing this year. I truly believe that it will. All right, my dog just started going off. So for his career in 85 games, Zion has averaged 31 minutes a game, about 32 minutes a game, 60.4% from the field, 33% from the three, 7 rebounds, 3.5 assists, a steal, and about a block a game. So look, I expect that to be steal and block a game to continue. I think his assists will go up to 5 to 7 a game, and I expect the rebounds to go up to stay at 7 or go up to 8 or 9 a game, and him to be a 25 to 30 point scorer while shooting at least 34% from the three and maybe even better. And I expect him just to be the secondary playmaker for this team. Again, I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be fun to watch, and I think this is a team that people need to pay attention to, that he's just going to be so good, and it's just going to be fun, you know? It's going to be fun to watch. I expect Willie Green to use Brandon Ingram similar to Devin Booker, and I think Zion is going to be a culmination of Mikal Bridges and DeAndre Ayton, and that he's going to be utilized on slashes, around the three-point line, you know, in transition. They're going to use pick and rolls, put him at the top of the key, utilize him in all sorts of variety of ways. And I expect Josh Hart to be their Jay Crowder. I expect, you know, Devontae Graham, Kier Lewis Jr., and Tomas Don Aronski to play, you know, Cameron Payne and a Chris Paul role at a Kroger discount version, you know, the store brand version. And the shooting guard position will be basically like this team it could come together. Their rookies are a lot of young guys, okay? Like not older young guys. Trey Murphy, 21. Jackson Hayes is 21. And he's already going into his, third year. And Herbert Jones is 22. Didi Luzanda, he came last year, but he's basically still a rookie. And same thing with Najee Marshall and Nickeil Alexander. They didn't really play. And, like, they inexperienced, but, like, they haven't played a whole entire year. And Didi, Najee, and Nickeil, I think they're all can make an impact. I expect Gabriel to get cut. But, yeah, this team has talent. And Kier Lewis Jr. is only 20. I think this is just a team that's really freaking deep and that people need to... Y'all got to be put on notice, okay? Because I do expect them to be one of, if not the better teams in the entire NBA. Maybe I'm just overselling them, but I truly do believe that they have that possibility. So let me hear your thoughts down below. I'm just here, just chilling. But yeah, I don't think I'll make another video today just because I'm so exhausted and there's just no reason to. So that's it. Peace out, guys.